All right. Back in we go. Let me quickly... that's not what I meant. Actually, maybe it is what I meant. Let me quickly share this to Discord. So... Discord... General... Streaming... Post... And we are good. Let's... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to pull my gun on you. Okie dokie. Whew. Wow, you guys got here fast. Hey, Valentine. Oh, hello, Endangered. Yeah, like, for real. You guys got here fast. Let's see. No, I don't need to go to the Presidium. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Keeper. Hello, Keeper. Fair enough. Oh, I'm also kind of... Oh, so have you only played Andromeda then? If you own the first three but never played them. I mean, don't get me wrong, I freaking love Andromeda, so that's not a problem. Let's see. Open. Yeah, no, I can absolutely agree. Oh, wait, that's Ian. Oh, sorry, Ian. I mixed up you and Endangered for a second. But yeah.
Commander.
I 100% understand why.
Is there something you want?
Yeah, this one is the one that I am not the biggest fan of replaying.
You can start by telling me the truth, Shorban.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
We're not buying it. Jalid told us you've been after him.
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
No, but you're gonna tell me. Everything.
Also, hi,
Before
Ian.
you
I didn't
go.
actually welcome you to the stream.
Looks like my plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
The mini-comic to make the choices?
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
What's so special about that?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever. You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
Makes sense.
So you're just trying to get back what Jalid already stole.
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. Commander, if you'll just continue gathering data for me, imagine what we might learn. And you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
I'm not breaking regulations for you or your research. Return what you stole or I'll have you arrested.
All right. You don't need to ask twice. Well then, no more scanning. I promise. Of course, Jalid still has the initial data, and I doubt he's planning to return it.
I'll deal with Jalid.
So long, Commander.
Okay. Yeah, I'll need to go back and talk to Jalid.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You
Let's
want
see,
many good supplies,
supplies.
yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very
Yeah,
good
that's
things I have.
definitely a
You'll see.
way to go about it for sure. Give me that. Okay, I want to
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, you
Give me
will
the
be
non-
pleased, I think. Very good things I have.
Oh yeah, I should probably check to make sure I actually leveled Garrus up, because the last thing I did last time was just get him into the part. Okay, good.
There are a
That's
few
first
unlicensed
Rex.
vendors who operate out of
Where are we? Is there
Sometimes
anyone else to
they
talk
have
to
good
here?
stuff for sale.
Let's see, that's back up to where I came from. To upper markets, to upper... Yeah. Okay. Let us go to...
If you feel lucky, we should visit the casino.
Yep. Let's go to the club now. I always wondered if anyone has, in this universe, has these Asari outlines on their speeder flaps. All right.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway. It would have been quicker to just kill them.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
Mm-hmm. Let's take those. Look at them later. All right. Oh.
Wait!
Oh,
Don't kill me, I
crap.
surrender!
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait. I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here. Said she'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker. Ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Give me the location. Now.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry. What are you doing?
Dick move,
The
bro.
Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
We don't shoot unarmed prisoners.
How many people died because of him? He brought this on himself. Besides, we have more pressing concerns.
That Quarian's dead if we don't go now.
Well, yeah, that might be true, but I kind of want to loot the building first. Alright. Time to go rescue my favorite Mass Effect waifu. This doesn't have Andromeda's piercing, which is, well, I can live with that. I mean, granted, putting a piercing gun on a sniper in Andromeda is one of the most broken things you can do in that game. Okay, Quarian. Am I the one who thinks her hips look really weird when she runs like that? Because I didn't want to read the sign. Thank you very much. Okay, open the door. Open the door. Thank you. Alright, here we go.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
Soldier. I don't play anything other than Soldier in the first game because I'm not the biggest fan of having to click on the shoulder buttons to use all of your abilities. Whereas from the second game onward, I like pretty much any other class because you can quick map everything.
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help. Who are you?
So, she is a Quarian. I would put her as... I think the Quarians are my third favorite aliens of all Mass Effect.
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
Okay.
We could take her to the human embassy. Your ambassador will want to see this anyway.
Agreed.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many...
Oh, deal with it, douchebag.
Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
Oh, I think it's very clear that the in-game AI was written, or the in-game story was written to have you do this with the humans. Because it's like, who's this? Why is there a Quarian here? I'm not questioning the, Turian or the Krogan there. In fact, if I were him, I'd be more worried about the Krogan.
Making your day, Ambassador. She has information linking Saren to the Geth.
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
What kinds of things do you look for?
It could be resources like food or fuel, or some type of useful technology, or even knowledge that will make life easier on the flotilla. Through our pilgrimage, we prove that we will contribute to the community, rather than being a burden on our limited resources.
Yes, drop the exposition in the... It's like, okay, I get why it's here for game mechanics, but I always just like thinking that Undina is like 2 seconds away from snapping. Like, just get to the point!
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful, and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean. but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
Dun dun dun.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Oh, you could have led with that.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
Bwom.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
Are they some kind of new alien species?
According to the Memory Core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
Well, I mean, this is like the first couple
Geth
quests in the
revere
game, so
Reapers
yeah,
as gods,
it's not going to
the
tell you
pinnacle
flat
of
out.
non-organic life, and they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
The Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space. We have to tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
You are just eating this up,
The captain's
Anderson,
right.
but not that I can
We
blame
need
you.
to present this to the Council right away.
What about her? The Quarian?
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I mean, to be fair, I think Garrus and Rex shot everyone before you could do anything, so technically I didn't.
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. What does it say about me if I turn my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy. My pilgrimage can wait.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
Okie dokie. Nope, not Caden. Nobody likes Caden. Okay, I'm sure there are people who like Caden, but I don't like Caden. Thank you. Actually, let's level you up, Tali, first. Okay, now she's already unlocked all of her shields or her armor. Let's see, dampening. Yeah, let's get a little in that. I want the hacking up. Because this one, well, okay, they all have a lot of AI in them, but since this is the one where you're primarily fighting the Geth, hacking, I think, is the most useful in this particular game. Yeah, works for me. All right, now let's get you equipped. I mean, the thing you gotta remember about Mass Effect, the first one, it was the first of a new IP that was it was Xbox exclusive, and from what I remember about trailers that a friend showed me prior to its release, it was designed very much to push the system hardware to its limits to really show what the Xbox 360 was capable of. The thing was, since they focused so much on showing what the system could do, a lot of the other mechanics, I don't want to say fell by the wayside, but weren't exactly the highest priorities. So the first game, it's a little clunky. Because, like, with the exception of Mass Effect Andromeda, none of the other games have equipment systems like this one. The frame rate in all the other ones is consistently higher than this one. Like, the motion blur that I never noticed when I played before, but is kind of getting annoying in this one. Yeah, that's not in 2 or 3. Leveling up works similar, but different. In the next one, it's a lot more streamlined. Yeah, what do you want?
Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have
It's
no
like, honestly, this game is 2 and 3 very much feel like they're in the same franchise. Like, 2 fine-tuned the first mechanics so well that they don't feel like different games, but they have a very different feel to them. 3 just sort of feels like it's expanding upon what 2 did super well, at least in the mechanic standpoint.
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime. I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know.
But what's also kind of nice about the first game, in my opinion, is it does a good job of establishing a universe that could be greatly expanded on in sequels, but if it never got a sequel, it would have worked as a nice self-contained story. I mean, after you've played the second game, you realize that's not true, but that's kind of the point. Okay, that was kind of a stupid thing to say.
Body to be held like this.
Anyway,
just wait here.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral.
The other problem this game had versus the other games is random planet exploration, which was, how do I put this? Not a bad idea in concept, but most of the planets look exactly the same, and there's really not... What's the word I'm looking for? There's really nothing to find on most of them outside of find this random item to complete this random quest. I know something... Okay, excuse me. Okay, trying to breathe my own spit. One complaint people had about Mass Effect Andromeda is they brought planet exploration back, but in my opinion, Andromeda did it a lot better. Like, so much so, I actually really enjoy the planet exploration in Andromeda, whereas I hate it in this game. Okay, that's a lie. I don't hate anything about Mass Effect.
Mr. Bhatia.
I think I just like using the word hate to emphasize a point, but it's inaccurate in this case.
Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before.
Oh, yeah, the money stealing. I don't remember.
You think that her body might be dangerous or contaminated?
Offhand.
No, Commander. Nirali Bhatia is not dangerous. Her body is in fact extremely valuable to the Alliance. The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I am out here fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
Goodbye, dude. Now, one other thing I also like about the first game, which does make it kind of worth playing again, is that sometimes randos that you help during random side quests can sometimes get cameos in the later games. Wait, no, this is not the transport I want. Which is kind of fun. I don't think that guy ever shows up again, but I just thought it would be a point of interest to share. Let's see. Actually, wait, no, I think I do need to go... Oh, no, let's go there. Hold on. I recognize that argument. Where are you? Here we go.
You're creating a public disturbance. That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
You should be more tolerant. It's just trying to express its beliefs.
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
There it is. Very good voice acting.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jealous
Okay.
all afternoon. You
Go eat food.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness?
The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentient races.
The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society's laws.
This one hears wisdom. Perhaps enthusiasm has clouded judgment in this matter.
Yep.
This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
Yeah, someone who is very religious. Oh my. Overzealous people, you know, shouting in public places. That just is painful to watch.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter.
You got it.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's everything up here for now. Down to the wards. Now, I don't remember, because I do know that I prolonged a side quest. I had to go speak to the general who was in the bar we just shot up. I don't remember if I now have to leave the Citadel and come back to do that side quest, or if it's now going to reset and I can do it now. Well, I guess we're going to find out.
In light of the recent attack on
Okay, another all black and red armor joke. But still, I get why a lot of the best armors are black and red, because it's bam. Because here come the men in black. And red. And a lot of our guns are blue and silver. But still, we are relatively mostly dressed in black. So it counts. Where am I? Oh, hold on. I think I went to the wrong place. Ah, whatever. Still need to... We still haven't passed through here, so maybe there's some more side quests I can pick up. Oh, wait, no, I think we... Whatever. Point is, we're going through here. Oh, yeah, we've been through here. No, here we go.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
I get that. Okay, here I am. Okay. To the lower wards, and then I'm going to check out Flux. Actually, fun fact, I didn't know how to access Flux for, I think, my first 3 playthroughs. So it wasn't until the last one I played through that I realized, oh, that's how you get there. I don't think there's anything all that interesting to do in there, but yeah, that's a testament to my stupidity. Actually, I freely admit, I think I mixed up this bar with Flux. So I thought, oh, Flux is right here. Herp-a-derp-a-derp-a-derp. Okay, cool. He's here. No, thank you. I don't need a lap dance. Wait.
Sorry, I'll get to you when I can.
I got business here, but not with you.
Ah, here we go, Septimus.
Commander. What do you want?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
A bit clingy, are we?
This is the Great Turian, General. How did your kind ever defeat us?
By cheating. That's how they
I
beat
may
you.
be drunk, Krogan, but you're ugly. And tomorrow I'll be sober. Unless you have a cure for this ache in my gut.
Okay, I don't care if that's a historical quote. I always love hearing that one. Oh my gosh, what happened to the camera? Okay, I know what happened.
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
No.
General, did you ever
Wasting
win
my
a battle
time is
by moping
what I
in a
do
bar?
best.
Ha, war. That's what this feels like, all right. How did I let it come to this?
Yana, no, you tell me.
So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act
Well, I mean, you're a Turian. You've got to stick up your ass. Just shove it up there a bit more. It'll straighten your back out. You'll be fine.
Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the effort.
Oh, yay. Food is the thing that keeps us all alive.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right, I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or 2. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
What do you want me to do?
There's an Elcor diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why would he think such a thing?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
Now, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Septimus shows up in the second
Take
game.
this data pad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince
Ooh, spaghetti.
Who am I taking you to? Where is he?
That was
His
the
name is
cornerstone of my
He's an
college
Elcor
diet,
diplomat.
along
He's
with
over in
cheese
the embassies
quesadillas
complaining
and
about
frozen
Shaira.
pizzas.
Well, here's the soldiers acting.
And occasionally ramen, but I didn't go for that too much because it never filled me up.
You know, You might make a good general yourself one day.
Honestly, I'm genuinely surprised I never get promoted over the course of these 3 games. Let's see. Oh.
Go away. Let me drink it, please.
So, one tidbit that I always just found kind of interesting. I don't know why this is something that always stood out to me, but the outfits that the bar employees were wearing, like the sexy red shiny outfits. Okay, that's technically a promotion, right? Yeah, all right, fair enough. Fair enough. But anyway, the sexy dancer outfit, it's in every single game, but then when you came to Andromeda, even when you went to the club where there were supposed to be women dancing, they were just wearing casual clothing. So I'm like, huh, that's interesting. I mean, I don't mind. It's just something I found, I don't know, something that just stood out in my brain for some reason. I think it was just because those outfits were just a random bit of continuity to show up in every game. Again, except for Andromeda. Okay. Flux. Here we go, to Flux. Well, yeah, I mean, of course you're smart. You're tuning in here. That means every one of you is smart. Okay. Oh, wait, no, there is stuff here I can do, so yeah. I did miss out on stuff by never finding this place.
Welcome to Flux. Name's Doran. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I notice weird shit like that.
Is this a casino?
I think I noticed it more just because in the 3rd game, it's like, okay, without spoiling too much, given the nature of the story, I'm like, do we really have time?
Cook, and bartender.
It's like, do we really have time for this? But then a friend pointed out, I'm like, well, that sort of thing helps people, does help people, you know, think straight.
Sorry, I'm
How do you mean?
right now. So, what can I do for you?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left to... Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
That's what I've been telling her. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No. It's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
I mean, I did just shoot up
Would
the
you?
place.
That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble.
Let's see. Wait, no, it's just Tally.
I'm waiting for someone else.
Okay, you mean you don't want to talk to the main... actually, not talking to the main character's probably going to keep you from dying. Although at the same time, suspicious, Gamble.
Someone rigged this machine to funnel credits their way. I'll run a trace.
Okay, are we going to get a follow-up on that trace? Is there a new quest on the map? No.
Hey, good to see another human in here.
That's racist. Just don't let it get too big, otherwise you might start getting headaches. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, heck, that bouncer. It's nice to see another human in here. Yes, did you like my gun as well? No, wrong place. Open. Thank you. Actually, one other thing I rather enjoyed is that in all 3 games, you carry each one of your weapons. Like, the left side is the sniper, the right side is the assault rifle, shotguns on the waist, and then the pistols on the hip. Now, granted, in the second and third game, certain classes could only use certain weapons, so you would be more limited on what you can carry. But when you got to Mass Effect Andromeda, you weren't limited to just one assault rifle, one sniper, so on and so forth. So if you were actually carrying multiple, if you carried 3 assault rifles with you, they would actually just kind of move into other equipment slots, and they would adjust their animations in order to fit the new area. It was, I don't know.
Hi, I'll be with you.
I'm honestly just kind of rambling.
I'll wait right here.
Why do I get the feeling you're not here to order drinks?
I need to talk to you about your work with CSAC.
Dum-dum.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
This isn't a game, Jenna. These people are dangerous.
Now you sound like my sister. Why is everyone so concerned about me? I can take care of myself. I need to go. I'm not a stripper. I don't get paid to stand around and look pretty.
Tough girl.
Really, because your outfits are identical to the Asari over here, who's literally stripping. And the Asaris up there, who are oh, and there's a human, who I think has the same model as you. Are you sure about that statement? Yeah, it should.
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
You got it, Durian guy.
What did you just say?
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
What the hell was that about?
I guess we better go find out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. I didn't really think about it, but yeah, there is a difference. Okay, yeah, I put my foot in my mouth on that one, but yeah, you're right. You're right. That's not the same thing. Alright, can this take... Wait, no. It's in the wards, right? CSEC Academy? Yeah, CSEC. But yeah. Again, I'm going to say, you're right. That was my bad. Put my foot in my mouth. Okay, where is... Oh. Oh, that's right, because I still got to talk to the other guy to finish up the scanning quest. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, especially since it's like, you know, dancers and clubs are usually viewed as like, oh, this is the trashiest job out there. I'm like, bitch, do you know how much physicality it demands? Show those women, women, men, show everyone who does that respect, because it's impressive.
You've been lying to me, Jaleed.
Lying?
That and
why would I lie to you?
just show people who are in a service position respect in general. As someone who works in a kitchen, oh me, oh my. So yeah, before work. Yeah, before I worked in a hospital, I used to respect nurses. Now, I mean, I still respect the nurses, but they're some of the rudest people to, like, they treat the housekeepers like trash. They treat the kitchen staff like trash.
Who will carry on?
I know I'm generalizing because there's still a lot of good nurses at my hospital, but
your chance.
Yeah.
But this data could be used to unravel all the secrets of the Keepers. Think what we could learn about the Citadel.
Tell me more about this data.
Well, it's still very preliminary, but our initial scans suggest the Keepers are as old as the Citadel itself.
Oh.
We might learn how the Citadel was built, or why the Keepers always rearrange things. The possibilities are limitless.
If it's that important, then take it back to the people it belongs to.
I suppose I should. All right, I'll take it back and continue work on it there. Thank you for not turning me in. I'll make the most of this second chance, I promise you.
So, my headcanon, this isn't confirmed in any way, shape, or form, because, you know, this guy's trying to learn how the Citadel was built. In my head, this guy would go join the Andromeda Initiative and help construct the Nexus.
Have a nice day.
In Mass Effect Andromeda.
Commander, would you be interested in helping me study the Keepers?
As long as it's...
What do you need me to do?
Just take this scanner. Every time you see a Keeper, scan it.
I think I just started the quest again.
Whenever you get a unique scan, I'll reimburse you. That's it. Good luck, and so long.
Hello, Commander.
Yep, here we go.
Detective Jellic, coming to... No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
And then my also other headcanon is he was one of the people who died in between the construction of the Nexus and the arrivals of the main characters.
I don't follow you.
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were trying to help her.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
Do you really need to risk her life to get the information you want?
This job isn't easy, and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help each other.
Always thinking ahead, Detective?
As part of the job. Now, are you gonna help me or not?
You're a smart guy, Chelik. Figure out another way.
I do have several contingencies. She's just my option A.
How do I put this?
I'll cut her loose and get her out of Cora's den, no strings attached.
Oh, cool. Wow. Even after all this time, I've never gotten a 50th level character. To answer your question about the Volus, we don't see any Volus in the game Andromeda. But if you have a conversation with a specific person after you beat the game and during the post-game party, they let you know that they've received the transmission from a, up to this point, unmentioned arc that had the Volus, I don't think it had Hanar or... Shoot, I can't... Or... Well, the point is it had Quarians, Drell, and Volus on it. So it's entirely possible, since the Nexus crew was kind of the mix of all the races, that there might have been a few Volus on there that we just don't see. Yeah, the Quarian arc. But they do also mention the Quarian arc because there aren't as many Quarians, especially ones who aren't willing to leave the flotilla. The Quarian arc has a mixture of Drell, since there aren't a whole lot of Drell left either. But, yeah. I think they threw that in because they're like, hey, if we do a sequel, we want to have as many of the classic races as possible. That makes sense from a story standpoint. Like, it's very clear there's no... Shoot, I can't remember the freaky aliens with the big teeth in the second game's name. There's none on there because they're freaky aliens with big teeth. I don't think we'd want them in the initiative. And there's no Batarians on there because Batarians and humans do not get along.
I'll help you, but I need some details.
At all.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product.
But...
Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller
whether or
in the
not
Citadel.
Andromeda's going to get a
Meet our
sequel
man
is
named
kind
Jax.
of...
Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything
up
I need.
in the air at this point.
Why are you so concerned about these mods?
We have access to some of the most sophisticated weaponry there is. It's what gives us our edge. What do you suppose happens when we lose that edge?
These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
I'll persuade Jax to tell me where these mods are coming from.
No. You tip Jax off and all my leads will disappear faster than
Fair
you can save
enough.
that bust.
Where can I find this Jax?
Jax is down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word through our channels that you're the buyer. Good luck, Commander.
Okay, cool. Yeah, again, I don't think I've ever gotten a level 50 character Well, no. I mean, I just got the dang achievement. Yes! Thank you! Oh, man. I've always... I mean, on the one hand, I get it by limiting the... So one thing that Mass Effect definitely has over Dragon Age, because they limit your choices, they're able to flesh out the main character a lot more. Because, I mean, let's face it, the Warden wasn't much of a character in the first Dragon Age game. That's not outright a criticism or anything, more just a statement of fact. But then in the second game where they limited you more to... And yes, as far as I know, they are working on another Dragon Age game. But from what I've heard, because they pulled all the developers off Dragon Age to finish Anthem on time, they actually ended up throwing out the like 50% completed Dragon Age game they had and are now starting over from scratch. So the game's going to take even longer because of that. But let's see. Sorry, what was I saying again? Let's see. The signal seems to be coming from the ward's access quarter. Yeah, I mean, no, I get that. For the record, I want to be clear, that's not a complaint. I'm not complaining about the warden being kind of a blank slate. I'm just saying they have a lot less personality because of how much they wanted to leave open for character input. But then when the second game came along with Hawk and they limited your choices to just humans and just pick your class, Hawk had a lot more personality, much akin to Shepard here versus the Warden. But I do also like what Inquisition did by kind of combining the two, by having the characters speak, have personality, but still being able to pick your race. So, for the record, it can be done, but I do see the benefits of restricting things a little better, because it definitely allows for fleshing out of your character's personality in-game. I mean, because again, one of the things I absolutely love about Dragon Age 2 is the... Let's see. Yeah, I'd agree. I'd always save Hawk. Albeit... The thing I like about Dragon Age 2... Okay, I admit, Dragon Age 2 was my first Dragon Age game, which is why it's my favorite. But the main reason why I like Dragon Age 2 is I like the dialogue options that change Hawk's personality. That being... Oh, I mean, you meant the Inquisition. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, yeah, gotcha. But the downside is, regardless of what personality trait you picked for Hawk, it seems like the headcanon for Hawk was
Is there something else I can
the
help
broody
you with,
dick.
Commander?
Then again, by the same token, you can make the argument that maybe Hawk has just gotten jaded in between 2 and 3, which is... Yes. Yep. Purple Hawk. I always play Purple Hawk. If anyone wonders why Hawk is my favorite Dragon Age protagonist, just needs to play the DLC that featured the character Talus and do the funny option when you're trying to get inside the castle and watch Hawk flip out about someone else wearing the same outfit as they are. I'm like, this right here. This is why I love Purple Hawk and why Hawk is one of my favorite BioWare protagonists.
I know this Septimus, and he could not...
Elcor, that's these people. Guys' names. I couldn't remember their names for some reason. Hawk's ass. Oh, no, you didn't.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
Maybe you shouldn't have posted on
Septimus
Wikipedia.
Is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved. I suppose you are correct, human. Thank you for this information. Startled realization. I must speak with the consort. She will be most displeased with my actions. Anxious request. Please, human, if you will excuse me, I must...
Well, I mean, the thing with Hawk is what's kind of nice is even when... No, I hear ya. I like how the game handles it, that even if Hawk's humorous, Purple Hawk's knows how to take it seriously when tragedy strikes.
Thankful. That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, Den, not all humans are as you say.
Yeah, I actually got in an argument with someone about who the best romance in Dragon Age Inquisition was, but Jesse was in the room, and since we wanted Jesse to play Dragon Age Inquisition, I had to argue without actually spoiling anything. It was hard. Actually, one other thing I do like about Hawk is depending on if you go blue, purple, or red, it actually gives you new dialogue options. Because I remember only when I played Red Hawk was I able to guilt the Tal Vashoth to help me defeat his former allies. It's like, I don't think you can do that as purple or blue Hawk.
It was a long time ago, though. I barely remember. What drew you back to the city? I don't know exactly. It may sound strange, but
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him. Even the Alcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
It was my honor to aid you.
You are too kind, Commander, but I would not expect you to help me out of the kindness of your heart. I also have one more thing to give you, if you are interested.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words.
Sorry, when you said the TV respects power, I'm like, well, yeah, TVs can't run without electricity. But then I realized, oh, Tal Vashoth, I gotcha.
You are a soldier through and through, proud, solitary, alone. But it gives you strength. It is that strength that people are drawn to. It is why you lead and others follow without question. You will need that leadership in the battles to come. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
You have quite a gift, Sha'ira.
Yeah, you should be writing
Thank
fortune
you.
cookies.
Not everyone appreciates it as you do. Never underestimate the power of words. Here, Commander.
Yeah, no,
In light of your
I
efforts
I
with
wouldn't
the
try
Alcor
spelling it
ambassador,
either. I think
I would like
your
you to have this small
I think
trinket.
autocorrect would
What is
hate
it?
that word.
A small mystery. I have never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask you to leave. I have done everything I can for you.
This trinket I've given you was a Men in Black neuralizer. I've never figured it out because I keep erasing my memory every time I use it. Actually, legit, I have no idea what the trinket is. Or at the very least, I've forgotten what the trinket is. I don't know. Sha'ira is a weird character to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely hates a lot of the names. I don't dislike Sha'ira. I just... meh. Think she's odd. But then again, I'd rather have an interesting, odd character than a bland one. Okay, wards. Worked out a deal with the Seaside House Heard. Okay. She bans this for the arms dealer. The lower wards mark says money to cause any trouble. Okay, sounds good. Okay, yeah, those are the last two quests I got. Back to the wards. Okay, I mean, yeah, I know she's meant to be a fortune teller, but how do I put this? Since there is such a big emphasis on her being a consort, and that term typically has a sexual connotation from what I know, then again, I'm just an ignorant boy from Utah, so I could be completely wrong about that. Plus, I don't know, just the way other characters talk about her makes her sound like... Never mind. I'm going to stop before I say something stupid. Because again, reality situation is I just don't know. Let's go to Korra's Den. especially since I've heard, I mean, I've never done it, mind you, but I've heard that if you throw a fit, you can actually get her to have sex with you. Again, I have no idea if that's true or not. It's just something I read on her wiki when I was kind of looking into her character. Okay, so they told me not to talk to you. Wait, hold on. Do I have to talk to you? I'm confuzzled because they said don't do it because he could blow the cover. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you for that clarification, Valentine. Sorry. Again, sheltered kid from Utah. I've just never really heard that term used in that context. Wait, who are you?
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Then again, that's sort of the problem I have with...
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than
you know, just the English language in general, grouping together terms, even though it's like, oh, a consort. Oh, that, you know, what's the word? Meanings. What I'm trying to say is I really hate when meanings bleed into each other. Because it's like, this was supposed to mean something different, but society has caused it to mean something else. Sorry, I'm terrible with words, but I hope what I'm trying to say is getting across. Oh, I don't remember Conrad.
I spent most of my time trying to stay alive and
I'm kind of nervous now.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
Well, that didn't seem suspicious at all.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies.
Yep.
Will you be needing supplies?
Show me what you got.
Oh, just okay. I can handle mega fanboys. Well,
I don't think you bought this.
Okay, I say that now, but I've never had to deal with that in real life, so maybe I should reserve judgment. Oh, he doesn't have a wife. Okay, sorry. Journal, come back here. Fan. No, the babes wants you to pay. We're in the lower. He doesn't want you to cause. Oh, okay. So do I just have to talk to Jax and not? Okay, that's kind of a dick move. Yeah. Well, not just a dick move, but a potentially illegal move. No, I want to save because I don't... Ah, so he tries to do good, but he's not smart. So he's me then. Gotcha. No wonder I try to forget him.
Hold it. That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Do you have the mods?
Show her the goods. That looks about right. Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
Ah, fuck it. I'm not doing Paragon here.
Here you go. Enjoy it.
Especially since I'm like, I'm sorry, the Paragon option here would make more sense to let him go, because if you don't let him go, you don't have a lead anymore. Ah! Again, I'm definitely a person, it's like, I prefer being Paragon. I will never be Renegade, but I do question some of these choices. Let's see, so do I need to go back and chit-chat, or turn to... Okay, gotta go back to CSEC for that. Okay, need to... Okay. Let's poke around here for that signal. And especially when it's like, dude's got a Krogan and heavily armed people. I don't care how lawful stupid you are. That's not a smart decision to make. Yeah, it's just Renegade kind of goes against a lot of kind of just who I am in a sense. Like, my favorite video game of all time is Tales of Symphonia because that game actually greatly impacted who I am as a person. And I just can't bring myself to ever go Renegade. I can never bring myself to exploit people. I mean, I know that that's not all Renegade is. Okay, where is this access quarter they want me to check out? The signal seems to be coming from the ward's access quarter. Anyway, med clinic, flux, to proceeding. I mean, do you mean Bugaboo? Whatever. If I can't figure this out, I'm just going to move on. Because I've been running around the Citadel for most of both the streams. Well, all of this stream and most of the last one. Yeah, alright. CSEC. Alright, to CSEC we go, then we go get Saren's ass on ice, and then we can begin exploring the galaxy for better or worse. Let's see, is this to... Yep, CSEC Academy. Oh, hello.
Hey, Commander Shepard. Good to see you again. Anything you need?
Oh. Wait, Harkin.
Do you know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
Okay.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy.
Oh, that's right. Now I remember why Harkin is important. He factors into Garrus's side quest in the next game. Yeah, it's little details like that coming back that makes me love this trilogy. Because there's not enough of that in Dragon Age other than Cullen. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong. By bringing Cullen back in all 3 games, it leads to a nice payoff of that delectable buttocks in the 3rd game. But at the same time, I kind of wish there was more. Also, I love the fact that they done goofed. You can actually kill Liliana in the 1st game, and then that you can just JK didn't happen. Because they wanted to do something with her character. Which, unfortunately, I feel is the reason why Meryl, Fenris, and Anders never show up in later games, because you can kill them in Dragon Age 2 as well. Which is also a shame, because that means my tattooed sexy boy elf butt, can't come back. I say that mostly as a joke, because of... You see like, even if you're not romancing Cullen, you get to see him naked a couple times in, like, the poker game and a few other embarrassing moments, so I just find it kind of funny. Oh, oh, well, that's awkward, considering I actually, decapitated her once when, I defiled the Urn of Sacred Ashes to unlock the blood. Yeah. But I'm like, well, if she managed to swap herself out with a... Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Even though I love the cast of both Dragon Age 1 and 2, that poker game really solidified the Inquisition cast as a family unit.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Here's your shipment, Chelik.
Excellent. This is everything I need. Maybe more than I need. Here, Commander, take this. I won't need it. You've earned some payment for your work.
Also, speaking of
Appreciate
Cultlin
your
and
help.
Butt,
Shows a lot of integrity.
I love the scene in
I didn't
Inquisition
need to do
where he
anything
walks in
after I
on
let
you
you
in
go.
Iron Bowl after
Now
you
I
just
can
were
get these minds
intimate,
into
because it's
evidence.
like, oh,
Thanks again,
his
Shepard.
poor innocent eyes. Oh. More side quests, perhaps?
Hello,
Oh, nope. Nope, nope, nope. I mean, after all, Endangered, you can't beat my poker butt. Because that butt don't quit.
Rex, forgive the impertinence, but you are not like the Krogan described in the stories on the flotilla.
Yeah.
When you're young, you go looking for every fight you can.
Yeah, so what I did is when I realized, oh, I gotta kill my healer to get the specialization, I went and got it, you know, unlocked it for all my other save files, then I reloaded the game, because I'm like... Because I'm like, okay, I'm not losing my healer because I think I would die in the final boss fight. And since I wasn't playing a mage, I couldn't fill the role myself. Okay, I think that is everything. Citadel signal, fuck you, I can't find you, I'm moving on with my life. Because my life has meaning outside of side quests. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't imagine Zevran would last long against Liliana and win together. Because Liliana would just murder you with arrows and crits, and Wynn would heal them both. You know, Wynn is not necessarily a character I want to see more on, due to the fact that she's probably dead come the time of the second game. But I want to see more exploring of that concept. Where it's like, yeah, she's got a spirit in her, but it's not to the same extent as something like Anders was. So it's like, so what's the difference here? Sorry, spoilers for Dragon Age. I should have said that before I spoke, so sorry about that. Oh, hell. Oh, who am I kidding? The character that I want to come back, besides Fenris, is Shale. Would love to see more with Shale.
You know, Saren would already be in custody if you'd gone straight to the council with your information.
A lone Quarian with no credentials? The council would laugh me out of the chambers.
That's a good point.
That is if Saren hadn't killed me by then.
Hashtag bring back my Shale. Actually, one other thing I find really funny about Dragon Age 1 versus Dragon Age Inquisition is Sten in Dragon Age 1 makes it very clear that the Qunari have a very, patriarchal society where women don't fight, etc., etc., etc. But then when you get to the third game and you got Iron Bull in your party and then you view the conversation between him and Krem. For those who don't know, Krem is a trans man. Iron Bull makes it very clear that in the Qunari, gender don't matter, you are who you are. It's a very progressive view. I'm like, oh, they become men. I missed that part. Never mind. I was about to laugh at but okay, if that's addressed, then never mind. Never mind. I am an idiot.
Commander. No. I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Hey, Anderson. We good to go?
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarians' evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I get that.
I recognize the other voice.
I mean, I had an affinity for Sten because he's a tall, stoic individual.
Who is she?
Which I know you might not realize that about me, given.
Final stage of their lives.
Well, no, you'd probably still
Revered for their
realize,
wisdom and
since I
experience.
definitely talk the
They
least
serve as
out of the
guides
channel.
and mentors
But
to my people. Matriarch
yeah,
Venezia
he
is
is a
powerful
little
woman,
one
and she had many
note.
followers. She will make
I don't think the
formidable ally
Kunari
for
were
Saren.
properly fleshed out
I'm
till the
more
second
interested in
game.
the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans.
Well,
Then they
to be
vanished.
fair, he's never eaten sweet thing. I think he kind of said that in the Kunari they're very practical, so making junk food is not something they have. So actually experiencing cookies for the first time, it kind of makes sense why he'd
Geth believed the Reapers
become
were
addicted.
gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
think the conduit is the key to bringing them back.
I mean, I feel they were
Saren's
added
searching
in
for it.
because
That's why he attacked
they
Eden Prime.
explained that every
Do we even know
darkspawn
what this
is,
conduit is?
you know, a corrupted race. So they're like, how are we going to get giant ogres as enemies? Aha! Make the Kunari. Make it happen. Put it on a t-shirt.
Saren thinks it can bring
You
back
packaged
the Reapers.
it, and you
That's bad
packaged it,
enough.
you slapped it on a
Listen
plastic
to what you're
lunchbox,
saying.
and you're selling it.
Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
He is right.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region. Keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Okay.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Yeah, no.
I can take Saren down.
The Commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
Cue dramatic music.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council.
Self-reliance. So
instruments of
basically
our
what my co-workers are.
Spectres bear a great burden.
Sorry, low
They are
blow.
protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
Going off what Endangered just said, I think the fact that there's not been a single dwarf romance in all Dragon Age is the biggest piece of bullshit in not all of Dragon Age, but it's up there as one of the biggest pieces of bullshit in the trilogy so far.
We're sending you into the Traverse.
And especially since they tease you with being able to flirt with Scout Harding.
I'll find him.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
The only reason I don't want to get with Varric is because he has Bianca.
Bastard didn't even thank you.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done anything. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
But I do understand the appeal of Varric, so I get ya. Alrighty. Not map. Journal. Speaking of the master. Wait, no, I must provide right. Okay. Let's go to C-Sec. Oh, wait, really? I didn't know that about flirting with Bianca. That's kind of not, or not Bianca. Flirting with Harding. I did not know that. I'm going to actually have to try that next time. Oh, kind of be said. Whatever. The point is, more dwarfs. That's what we need. Okay, stop it. Phone, don't fall. Yeah, and it's so hard to not romance the other people. That's just such an enriching part of
Show me what you got.
the
Sounds
Mass
System's
Effect
telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre.
and Dragon Age.
Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you got.
Yeah, he was so embarrassed that he hadn't heard about our promotion. He turned invisible.
Enjoy.
Huh. Yeah, makes sense. Do you have a... No. Okay, you don't have any of the... Let's take a look at the top stuff again really quick. Oh, it actually is a little better. Let's grab that. Not worth it. No. Sure, let's grab that. Don't mind me, I'm just doing a little pleasure shopping. The Colossus. Oh, really? It's like, hey, I actually have all my money left over from the last game. I might as well put it to good use. Or for my last playthrough. Cool. Let's equip some stuff. Okay. Sorry, Tally, but I'm the protagonist. That means I get first pick at the new gear. Oh, it only gets brought... Never mind. As much as I want to be with a dwarf, that just wouldn't be very fulfilling. Because again, I love seeing the cute romances in Dragon Age and Mass Effect. I'm a romance whore. Let's just go with that. I love seeing that sort of thing in games. I know it was a big part of why Tales of Symphonia was my favorite game for a long time. Well, I mean, no, it still is my favorite game. Because it was the first one that actually introduced the concept to me of alternate outcomes in a possible romantic or even... Well, I mean, you could still view it as romantic, but... bromance kind of way. I mean, hell, maybe they're in a gay romance. I don't know. I don't know what the implication at the end of Tales of Symphonia is. I've admittedly not seen all of them, despite beating the game 15 different times. I mean, it didn't help that I didn't find out about the alternate options until, like, my 4th playthrough. Oakley dokley. To the Normandy. Has anyone else seen Once Upon a Mattress? Because, so,
in other news,
at work, there is a type of vegetable mix we use called the Normandy blend vegetables. And thanks to Once Upon a Mattress, anytime I play this game and go back to my ship, or have to cook those vegetables, I can't help but sing the song from Once Upon a Mattress called Normandy. At least I think it's called Normandy. The point is the chorus is singing, they're singing about Normandy, the location. Alrighty.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the
After the
Normandy.
cutscene.
The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre.
I can
Feed
maybe
away.
when I say sing it, I just sing the chorus because I don't remember the song itself.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
No, I'm starting there.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess, and I get stuck cleaning it up.
Yeah, I'm like, if there's a chance to get a character, I'm doing that
I'll
quest
try not
first.
to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it,
And
Commander.
yeah, I just realized it's not even the
Remember,
chorus
you
of
were a
the song I
human long
remember.
before
It's
you
a
were
single
Spectre.
line from the song that I just
I have a meeting to get to.
can't
Captain
help but
Anderson
sing.
can answer any questions you might have.
Okay, so the one line from the song that I know, it just goes, Normandy is fine and fair, so Normandy is where we'll go. And that's it.
Yes, Commander.
That's all I know. That's all I remember from the song.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Yeah, I just can't. Yeah, I've tried learning how to sing. I always just end up with a hurt throat, so I can't sing for very long or very well.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Yep.
I should go.
All I need to go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
So you're going to stand right here in case I need anything. I will hold you to that. If I come back and you're not, you haven't glued yourself to the floor, you don't stink of week old piss and sweat and dirty clothes, I'm going to be super disappointed.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I might be horrible.
Decontamination in progress. Decontamination.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
No. It's Andromeda that we steal the ship.
Stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
That's true. That is very true.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's
Despite our
time for
lack
us
of
to
trying.
step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Carbon and water. I could go on from there, but
Our enemy knows
I
we're
don't think I
coming.
will.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
So get ready the crosswalk signs.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
And I trip and fall down. Dramatic moment ruined. All right, now it's time
Commander.
for
Something you need?
my favorite
How's
part
the
of the
Normandy
game, just
performing?
walking around the
Is
ship
she
and
everything
talking
they
to
said she'd
people,
be?
seeing
the
if
best
there's
ship
anything
in the
new.
fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it.
Yep.
They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I love Joker too, but is it weird that I like Callow from Andromeda better than Joker? Yeah, you don't need to answer. I know it's weird that I like Callow better, but
yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. I classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
Cool.
I have to go.
All I need to know.
All right, see you.
Hey, Presley. Oh, okay. Don't talk to me then. Let's see. I don't... Okay, I guess there's not a map up here. Yeah, I don't remember 100% the layout of the ship in the first game because it's different in the next two sequels. Hello, once again, Mrs. Mirren.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
No, it's just the same
I should
stuff
go.
as from before.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yeah, I don't think we really get to delve into Chakwa as a character until the next game, if I remember correctly.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander.
Okay,
We'll have
cool.
time for
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Okay. Yeah, might not be anything new from Ashley or Caden. Oh yeah, I also love the fact that this is the only game in the trilogy that your living quarters are here. In the other two games, it's on the... Yeah, all the other games, your quarters are on the top, on a brand new top floor. Thank you. Actually, one other thing I also like better about Andromeda is I like the Tempest better than the Normandy, just for internally. Wait, that's the Exo's office? Yeah, whatever, don't matter.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Right.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard.
Yeah,
As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago.
Yeah, that whole plot point that he just mentioned about his species, that is a major plot point in, well, technically all three games, but the third one especially. Yeah, that conversation is awkward.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the Genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist?
I think technically Andromeda, but that's technically in the future, so that probably doesn't count.
Rather find a cure for the Genophage.
Wait, Kesh wasn't a scientist. Never mind.
He'll choose fighting every time. It's just
Oh, but there was the botanist. He was technically, a scientist. I don't remember his name.
Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
And yeah. And that one conversation, at least to me, made the Krogan. One of the most interesting parts of the Mass Effect universe. And is the reason why they are my second favorite alien species in the franchise. And then the third game just solidified that we are badass. For we're not men, we are badass. Oh, that's his name. Oh, Okeer. I forgot about Okeer. Yeah, I don't know how to spell it either, so we're going to go with what you said. Yeah, it's just when I think, you know, scientist and Mass Effect, my first thought is Mordin. I will pause a moment so everyone can begin weeping.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. Shoot, I don't remember what it's called. My Xeno studies range from something to Batarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
I have a figure of Mordin somewhere, but it's lost somewhere in storage.
C-Sec, you're married by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But C-Sec wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. C-Sec's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, he only sings it once in the second game, and then it's the last, then he's humming it right before the explosion.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside C-Sec. Either way, I plan to make...
And without C-Sec headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast.
I wasn't trying to.
Looking for supplies?
Yep.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright, I bought you a butt ton of licenses. Do you got anything good for me? Oh, you've basically got all the crap I bought. Oh well, I'm okay with that. Yeah, no, go back and... So, if you don't hear him sing it in the second game, he doesn't hum it. He makes instead sort of a quick little speech. But if you hear him sing it in the second game... Yeah, he's humming. He's humming it in his last scene of the game.
I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on the vessel
I also am going to say, again, this is just a random nitpick. I really like that they redesigned Tali's armor for the next game because... What's the word?
Found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being the migrant fleet.
I don't know, the little details on her armor in this game just don't look as good as what she's got in the next two.
But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
Yeah, because that bit on her armor that goes over her right breast, it's like, okay, I get that it's kind of maybe supposed to look pretty, like maybe a shawl or something. But I don't know, it just looks weird to me. Her armor in the next 2 games just looks a lot more immaculate.
That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
I think that's the word I'm looking
Our
for.
lives aren't easy.
Symmetrical.
Resources are scarce,
The point is, I
and
think
we
it
are
looks better.
constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds
Hey
among
Luke,
my
for my
people are
playthrough
strong.
after this. Oh, pick your class. Okay, you're gonna be a infiltrator. That's the sniper class, right? The ones who can cloak.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, if the population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the
was
fleet
I
as
yelling
a
too
whole.
loud, or do you mean in
On
game?
matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the
Oh,
final
you mean
say.
yelling where
It's a
you're at?
tradition
I
that dates
think
back to the
okay.
early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious.
Or the morphogenetic field.
But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order.
Alright, see you later, Valentine.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not... They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I should go.
See you later.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tali? She's been spending all
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You've got an eye for Tali, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Alright, time to take off. Right. Next floor up. That's right. No personal messages. Alrighty. Right, gotta press the X button to zoom out. The B button takes me out. Okay. Here we go. This is Sparta. Goodbye, Citadel. We've only been on you for upwards of, let's see, I started with them after 4. It's 6 plus the hour or so. Yeah, we were here for 3 hours. Bye.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command.
Hi.
We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
You're the only ship in the area.
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands.
Yeah, and yes, I had to make that joke.
Are you telling
it's
me
the
this
law.
computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Bring us down, Scotty. Since we don't have teleporters, we can't say, I can't say beam. No, not Ashley. Yoink. What do you got for me? Anomaly. Bouncy. Yes, this, the Mako was made out of flubber. Oh. Alright, come on. Where are ya? There it is. Oh, fuck a duck. This thing is being very generous when it comes to not attacking me. Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything. It's now attacking me. But it's now also dead now, so... Yes, that is a Thresher Maw. They are, I think, in this game and in the third one. I don't know if they make any appearances in the second game. And they don't appear in Andromeda just due to the simple fact that you're not in the Milky Way galaxy. Yeah, it's a Thresher Maw. Physics. There it is.
Heading out.
The other day I was driving through the Sea of Tranquility in my lunar rover, and I too was worried about the speed limit, but then I remembered, wait, we're the only ones on the moon. I think it's definitely implemented a little better in Andromeda because I feel there's a lot more to do. Because the problem with a lot of these levels, I feel, is just there's not enough variety on the planets. I mean, I like the levels where you're driving to a specific place, like when you're chasing after Matriarch Benezia, and then there's that level on the lava planet. That's also fun. But a lot of these planet levels are just a wee bit repetitive for me. Yep. Also, the physics on the Nomad and Andromeda are a lot less wonky. Okay, so just as a warning about Mass Effect Andromeda, it was heavily panned at release for graphical problems, which, I mean, I personally never experienced, but fair enough. But honestly, I think Mass Effect Andromeda gets way more hate than it deserves. I think it's great. I love it. I've gone on record on this channel saying Mass Effect Andromeda is my favorite Mass Effect game. And yeah, honestly, I think it works pretty well as a jump-on point for those who've never played any of the other games, because it is mostly its own thing. And yeah, they fixed the problems, outside of that one breakdancing Krogan. Then again, I don't know how much of a bug that actually was. I swear to heaven, every time I go to the map, I always press B instead of X to exit the map. Now, I would like you very much to take this survey. Now, in your own words, please describe your experience orbiting around the sun. Okay, so the breakdancing Krogan I'm talking about, it's one of the first scenes you get after you decide if your first outpost is going to be either scientific or militaristic. There's then a protest that are upset about the choice you made because it rearranged the order. What's the word I'm looking for? Words. They're protesting the decision you made because it rearranged the order of people who are being brought out of cryo. Well, there's supposed to be a Krogan who is who's in the crowd, upset about the loved ones, but his animation, his arms never stop moving. It's like, it's possible that was intentional, but I'm pretty sure this was a case of the AI not knowing when to stop. And who knows, maybe that was just a problem with... I don't know what console you played it on. I played it on the PlayStation 4, so that might be a problem just with the PlayStation version. But, yeah. Okay, so yeah, maybe it's just a problem with the maybe that's just something that happens in the PlayStation version. Yeah, probably. It's not game breaking. If anything, it's more... It's kind of a fun part I look forward to in my playthroughs, because I'm like, here we go again. Dance for me, Krogan. Dance. Why should the Asaris be the only ones who have to dance? That or he just really wanted to, get his jazzercise workout in for the day. Jazzercise. Exercise. And since I do plan on streaming all the Mass Effect games, including Andromeda, I mean, yes, I know I did a what the fuck for it, but... Okay, that's true, Krogans don't need to exercise. But yeah, since I do plan on playing all the Mass Effect games for stream, despite the what the fuck of Andromeda that I did, you might be able to see it eventually. Okay, actually, one thing I should mention about Andromeda that I do kind of take personal issue with is that because they made the colors a lot brighter and more color options for your hair and eyes, some of the NPC characters have really oversaturated hair, or at least, again, maybe that's just something in the PlayStation version. Again, it doesn't ruin the game by any stretch of the imagination. I just think it's kind of a goofy-looking thing compared to the rest of the game, when everyone in the other three games have normal hair colors, and then you sometimes run around people with, what's the word I'm looking for? With neon, like bright yellow, Pikachu-inspired hair. or then white hair that's so bright it's, you know, trying to double as not a strobe light. Oh, I get that. I get that. Again, honestly, we probably should have started streaming earlier in the summer when we realized we weren't going to get new content out anytime soon thanks to COVID. But by the same time, we were optimistic. We didn't necessarily want to start something new without the rest of the group. Plus, I know in my case, That's fair. So it makes sense why everyone's hair color is more uniform, because we're in the military, whereas Andromeda, I mean, we're government, sure, but we're not military. Oh, sorry, that was me. Ah, evil Krogan. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, settlers. I mean, that's another big reason why I like Andromeda better, is I like the whole plot point of you're settling and discovering rather than just you're a military individual fighting to save the galaxy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like both. It's just, on a personal level, I definitely prefer what Andromeda does. I mean, hell, a D&D campaign that I came up with for the channel, whether or not we actually end up doing it for the channel honestly depends on, well, if and when we ever able to all meet up again. But I heavily based it off Mass Effect Andromeda's settler plot point, because I like that idea. Anyway, I think the point... oh, shoot, what was I written? Plus, yeah, back to what I was originally saying. Plus, back when the channel first got started and we were really trying to figure stuff out, I actually did try and do, like, this was before I knew how to stream, so they were just really short individual episodes that I do of Dragon Age Origins, and quite frankly, it really kind of sucked. I'm not very good at making commentary while I play, unless I've, got a live stream here to, answer questions and whatnot. So honestly, I mean, ignoring the fact that this was before we had proper microphones, so the audio is unbearably terrible. Like, for real, if you guys go through our library, don't watch the first Darksiders, don't watch Beyond Good and Evil, and don't watch, well, okay, Fantasia, Realm of Thanos is still an interesting Let's Play, but this was before we had microphones, so we're peaking all the time. It sounds terrible. Yeah, that's why we tried streaming Dragon Age Origins as a group a while back, and don't get me wrong, that was a lot of fun. The problem is just we've never, ever been able to all get together like that again, so it's sitting in an odd limbo state where it's like we want to do more, but that stream was like, what, 2, maybe 3 years ago? I mean, I know we had one fan who was active in the Discord, but I don't know if they're active anymore. They were really excited and begging us to do Dragon Age, but we never got back to it, so I don't think they're that active. I don't think they're active on the channel anymore, which I don't blame them at all. Wait, is there more to do in here? Am I missing? Okay, I'm gonna go back in, see if maybe I missed something.
Cover me.
I mean, especially since I think Jessie made the character, and she ended up giving her the most freaked out face, so she named her character Concerned. So it's like, yeah, we want to get back to that. We want to do more adventures with Concerned, but just much in the same way I'm dying to get back to doing more flashback and D&D for the channel, I just don't see that happening. What's also kind of sad is we've got plenty of footage, but it's a little more difficult for editing videos together because we got to do background art. What race and origins? For Concerned, or what race did I play when I... Well, I'll just answer both. So when I was doing my 5-episode thing before I realized this is awful, gotta stop, I was playing a dwarf and a dwarf commoner, and then we were playing a Dalish elf rogue, I think, for the Concerned stuff for our live stream that we did. Yeah, the dwarfs are my absolute favorite to play in Origins. Like, I don't enjoy the dwarf as much in Inquisition, mostly just because there are certain things, like certain romances, that are limited to humans or elves. Plus, it's kind of novel to play the Qunari for the first time. Again, if there wasn't stuff that I felt was locked out from the dwarfs, I'd probably play them a lot more in Inquisition, but when it comes to Origins, always the dwarf. Unless I want to be a mage, but otherwise, always the dwarf. Because, honestly, in Origins, the dwarfs really do have the most interesting backstories, as well as some of the most interesting, like when you go back to Orzammar, you've got some of the best, you know, cutscenes of people recognizing you. Yep. Agreed. Although, I do like the uneasy, you know... It is kind of nice to play the Dwarven Noble and still side with Balin, because it's kind of nice to be like, hey, bro, you're a complete and utter dick. But hey, that's kind of our society. You want to be friends? It's kind of sweet in a this should not work kind of way. But Dwarven Commoner's better because your sister gets to... Yeah, I agree. Oh, whoops. But yeah, it's kind of nice playing the Commoner because your sister and Balin become an item. Honestly, siding with Balin as a Dwarven Noble was more, I wanted to see what happened. Plus, on top of that, Balin ends up being the better ruler as a whole, so it's like, okay, I'm metagaming this rather than role-playing this, but... Yeah, I agree. I mean, don't get me wrong, Balin is a complete butt munch, but that's kind of the Dwarven society... See? I swear I'm going to do it every single time. Yeah. Okay, I see Athens, but where are all the olives? Remind me who Lesky is again? I don't remember off the top of my head. It's been too long. Oh yeah, that is pretty sad. Actually, another thing I like better about the Dwarven backstories versus every other backstory is if you don't pick the Dwarven backstories, you see some of the most immediate, you find their corpses, basically, but it definitely has the most sense of they still existed in this world. Whereas if you don't play the human noble, who were they again? I don't remember. Yeah, no, I'm not mad at him either. But yeah, you play the city elf. You don't play the city elf. Sure, you meet your cousin, but she don't remember who her cousin is. Ugh, I am not speaking particularly clearly. Yeah, you don't play the Dalish elf. That's a joke. I mean, I get that the whole point of the Dalish elf was that, you know, it's more significant in the next game, but it's also kind of frustrating that you pick the Dalish elf and there's really nothing that changes that much other than just some of the other Dalish elves like, oh, you're Dalish too, but you're not part of our group. Oh! Right, yeah. Again, the point I'm driving at is the dwarfs definitely feel the most integrated into the Dragon Age, into the game. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. Well, no, what I'm trying to get at is, you know, to the quest location. I'm just bouncing around. Haven't been going... Oh, endangered. Quick question for you. Oh dear. Oh, okay, Geth ship. So in the D&D campaign I just mentioned, I am including characters named after everybody in the Discord. I have a character whose name is Ender Speck. Is that okay with you? Or do you have a better suggestion for a character named after the word endangered? Yeah, Mass Effect and Dragon Age, while not my favorite game series ever, they're still kind of outshone by the Tales series. I would say Mass Effect is my second favorite game series. Oh my gosh, I got the Geth Destroyer stuck under my bumper. Oh, get a look at that. I've never had that happen before. But yeah. Favorite series, Tales series, then Mass Effect, then Fire Emblem, and then Dragon Age. Okay, cool. Okay, maybe if I hop out, he'll... Okay, it kind of worked. Oh man, that was awesome.
Only a fool punches a Mathak in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
No. Actually, just stopping to think about it, the one downside about the Nomad in Mass Effect Andromeda, the Nomad doesn't have a cannon. Which, I mean, I get it. The Nomad is an exploration vehicle, not a military vehicle, so it makes sense. But still. Oh. Nice. Get out. Yeah, well, there might have They might have meant to add a gun upgrade at some point. I just do know, because of the overwhelmingly negative reception Andromeda got, any planned DLC as well as any future patches and such got scrapped, which I am just so disappointed about. I mean, especially, it's like, it makes sense why I didn't have a gun at first. Because, again, exploration vehicle, but at the same time, you're fighting for your life against a race of hostile aliens hell-bent on your extinction. Sort of. Don't make any comments about what their actual end goal is for the sake of spoilers, but... I wanted to enjoy your glitch. No, seriously, he totally could. That might, you know, make Kalos shit as, you know, have a shit fit for modifying it, but... Oh. Again, I admit, Callow really isn't a better character than Joker, but maybe it's just because he's a Solarian I don't hate. Besides, okay, I like Mordin. I like Mordin. Okay, I guess it's unfair to say that I hate all Solarians, because I don't, but I have a higher percentage of hating Solarians than any other race in all of Mass Effect. Except for maybe the Vorcha, but that's honestly... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? But then again, the Vorcha are not meant to be all that interesting. They're meant to be basic bitches. Plus, I honestly just kind of feel like they exist to be basic grunt monsters in the second game, because I don't really know if they feature in the main game story of the third one. I know they're playable races in the multiplayer, because they were the first ones to get the flamethrower attack, which was very useful. I'm just going to say it again, I miss Mass Effect 3's multiplayer. Me and my older brother spent so much time on that together. He spent more time than me, but... Now I'm sad. Okay. At least they're in the game. I would be genuinely disappointed if they disappeared completely, because it's ignoring part of the lore, but... Yeah, I heard about that. I am super excited. And if they bring back the multiplayer, I am all over that. Oh. I think my favorite class to play in Mass Effect multiplayer was the engineer class that could drop a supply cache that would keep generating ammo and grenades, followed by the sentinel class that had like a laser shield. Those were my two favorites to play, because I liked that the sentinel class could shoot liquid nitrogen and then shoot a incinerate attack to make the ice explode. It was fun. Plus, I also just like throwing the shield out and letting my older brother, who he always played the sniper classes. I agree. A much smoother Mass Effect 1 would be great, because so they just came out with Crystal Chronicles Remastered yesterday. Abby and I bought it immediately, albeit we only played through the first level because we want to buy another Switch so we can do a stream of it together. But all of the little tweaks they ironed out, I'm like, okay, It's annoying you can't do local multiplayer without multiple switches, but by the same token, it's so good. They iron out so many kinks and shit. I can't be mad at it. There's a fucking storage. Running out of inventory space was the biggest complaint with the original game on the GameCube. But yeah, an optimized Mass Effect 1. So good. Yeah, if we can get that, another new Mass Effect game, and a Paper Mario game that doesn't suck, I would be very happy. Okay, I admit I haven't played Origami King, but I'm in no particular hurry to try it. I've just been disappointed too much by that series at this point to really pay full price anymore. Albeit, from what I've heard, Origami King is a step in the right direction. But then again, I don't think anything's ever going to be worse than Sticker Star. Color Splash was good just for its sense of humor. And Blaze and I have argued about this many times, but I hate Super Paper Mario, and I don't think I could ever bring myself to like that game. Okay, cool. Okay, what do you got for me? Physics. That's one way to fight these guys, get them to come out. That's not working. Mako, please don't try to swim in lava. Straight at the opening at full speed. Tip on your side. Okay. My hours of playing Mario Kart and Crash Team Racing has prepared me for this. Leroy! That didn't work. That probably wasn't straight enough. Okay. Boom, shakalaka laka. Boom, ah, yeah! Oh, no! Mako? Mako? Are you okay? Do you need some water? Oh, man. Stop tilting to the right. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Me and you. We can do it. Once again. Ah, man, I had it. Okay, back up more. More speed. More speed. Oh, that's... And, okay, it's crooked. It's possible. Anything's possible. I don't think that I'm such a fool as I sit here and fish in the... Gotcha. Nope. Nope. Mako. Work with me, darling. Baby. Sweet baby cheeks. Can you feel the love tonight? Please go through the hole. Don't ask what this song has to do with this situation, because I don't have a ready answer. I know, I was so close, but I kept getting sandwiched in there. Mamma mia. Let's try a different angle of approach. No, that didn't work because straight line and arrow, straight and arrow. This will be your front door. No! 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 I barely touched the lava! How far is this going to put me back? Oh, that far. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Alright. Because I'm going to have to get to bed in the next half hour so I can wake up for work, I'm afraid I'm going to have to call that one for tonight, just since I don't think I'm going to have time to get back there. Alright, thank you for all tuning in to Mass Effect. I will see you guys next time. I might have time for another stream tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going... oh, it's fine, it's fine. But I don't know if I'm going to be doing Crash or this, or heck, maybe me and Abby might do a stream together tomorrow. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.